Hello children, good morning to you all. Before going to the next lesson, I would like to tell you about the notes I give, new terms and notes I will give. Then I will start the new lesson. Our new lesson is the land of ice and snow. Ice and snow. This is our lesson. This lesson, the land of ice and snow, refers to the freezed zone. This lesson refers to the freezed zone. Freezed zone, which is located between 66.5 degrees north and south latitudes to North Pole and South Pole. So this is the thing we are going to know. So mostly in this lesson we are going to know about the North Polar region, as it is located in the polar region, I mean around the poles, around the North Pole and the South Pole. It is known as polar region also. The frigid zone is also known as the polar region. The reason for it is located around the North Pole and South Pole. That's why frigid zone is located between 66.5 degrees north latitude, 66.5 degrees south latitude. For example, 66.5 degrees north latitude to North Pole, 66.5 degrees south latitude to South Pole. So, we call it polar region. Okay. So, let us know about the location of this area. So, where it is located in which continents? As the region starts from Arctic Circle. 66.5 degrees north is called Arctic Circle to North Pole. To North Pole. It is called Arctic region. The region which is located between Antarctic Circle and the South Pole. It is known as Antarctic region. It is known as Antarctic region. So, once again I want to explain it. This freezed zone, which is situated between 66.5 degrees north latitude and North Pole, which is called as North Polar region also. Or else we can, as it is located between Arctic Circle and North Pole, we can call it Arctic region also. And as it is located between 66.5 degrees south latitude and South Pole, is known as South Polar region. And as it is located between Antarctic Circle and the South Pole, it is known as Antarctic region also. The countries or the continents which lie here are North America, extreme north part of America, northern part of Europe, and northern part of Asia. North polar region. North polar region, which is the continents? North America. Northern part of Europe and Asia. Northern part of Europe and Asia. This is called the North Polar region. Okay. What is North Polar? Which is countries or which is continents fall in North Polar region? North America, northern parts of Europe and Asia. And Antarctic South Polar region. It is completely 1/7 continent, Antarctica. It is the 7th continent. We call it Antarctica. Okay, this is South Polar region. So this is the situation or location of polar regions. Understand? The polar region is very cold, just like Jammu and Kashmir in India. Why? Because here what happens, here what I was telling, very cool climate you find, extremely cold climate. Understand? As we have extremely hot climate in deserts, sandy lands. Same way, this land is icy land, the land of ice and snow. Why it is called land of ice and snow? The North Polar region and the South Polar region are entirely covered with snow, thickest layers of snow. The reason for it is the land here cannot get sufficient sunlight or heat. The land here cannot get sufficient heat or light. That's why we call this area remains cold throughout the year. As this area, as we do not grow any big forests or big trees in deserts, same way in the polar region also we cannot grow any kind of thick forest. The reason for it is the whole land here is covered with very thick layer of ice and snow. That's why this land is not suitable for growing any crops or thick forests. That's why this region is also known as a desert, cold desert we can call. So, to study about the North or South Polar region, we have taken North Polar region actually. We have taken one island, Greenland, for our study. As we have taken DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, for our study of equatorial region. Same way, here we are taking Greenland, the largest island in the world. The largest island in the world. Understand? Greenland is referred to as the largest island in the world. We have taken Greenland for our study. Why? Because Greenland is located in the North Polar region entirely. Understand? It was the part of Denmark or at present Netherlands. Nuuk is the capital of this Greenland. Nuuk is the capital, N-U-U-K. Nuuk is the capital of Greenland. Understand? Its old name was Godthorpe. Godthorpe. Old name of Nook is Goldthorpe. Godthorpe. Okay. This land stretches in the Canadian region, means Canada, a country in North America, and some island groups. Archipelago means island groups which belong to America and Europe and northernmost part of Asia. Okay, whatever it is, Greenland, let us study only about Greenland. Greenland we have taken as an example for our study of the land of ice and snow or the polar region, because Greenland is located in the North Polar region. Understand? If we talk about its location, it is located between the North Pole and the North Atlantic Ocean, and it is surrounded by two straits. Here Baffin Bay is there, Davis Strait is there. Those two straits means water bodies are surrounding it. Understand? So the Atlantic Ocean borders Greenland's southeast portion. The Greenland Sea is to the east. The Arctic Ocean is to the north and Baffin Bay is to the west. The world's largest island and is the largest dependent territory by area in the world. It also contains the world's largest national park. This area is known as the world's largest dependent country. Dependent means it is depending, Greenland is depending on other countries for its food, because they don't grow anything, food, meat, etc. That's why it is called the most dependent country in the world. It contains the world's largest national park also. All towns and settlements of Greenland are situated along the ice-free coast. 1 minute, let me show you in the world map. See children, this is world map. This yellow part is Greenland. Can you see? In the world political map in your atlas you can see. This is the Greenland area. Understand? And it is surrounded by North Atlantic Ocean here, and here Davis Strait, and here Davis Strait, Baffin Bay. Understand? And up north Arctic Ocean. At the north Arctic Ocean, in the southeast Greenland Sea and Davis Strait, in the west Davis Strait, here Baffin Bay. To the south it has what? It has Greenland Sea and North Atlantic Ocean. These are the borders of Greenland. Greenland is surrounded by North Atlantic Ocean and Greenland Sea in the northeast. To its north it has the Arctic Ocean. To its south it has Davis Strait. To its east it has Baffin Bay. So these are the borders of what to say, Greenland. Coming to the land, here if Greenland goes like this, in a triangle, some triangular way, like this. Here, ice-free coastal area towards its western side, eastern side, western side and southern side. ice-free area. There only you can see the towns in this area. All other land is covered with ice. Understand? Northeast Greenland National Park is the biggest park in the world, which is situated in Greenland. And then understand, all towns and settlements of Greenland are situated along the ice-free coast. Population is very less here. Mainly you can find some people, Greenland people. They are called Eskimos. Major part of Greenland is covered with ice. That's why the land cannot grow any kind of vegetables or any kind of crops. That's why. And what happens, during the spring and winter season, very big layers of ice get cut off from the mainland and they slide down into the North Atlantic Sea. Big ice sheets will get cut themselves into very big pieces like high mountains of ice, and they fall into the sea and they float in the sea. And only the upper part, suppose it looks like this, only this part is seen on the water, on the surface of water. Remaining all part is uh, covered in under the water. That's why moving ships cannot see the icebergs sometimes. They are called icebergs. This is a sheet of ice which cut down from the main sheet of ice and slide down into the ocean. They are called icebergs, mountains of ice. They are very dangerous to moving ships. You must have seen Titanic picture. In Titanic picture, Titanic ship gets hit to the iceberg and it gets the hole inside, and lot of water gets gushes into the what to say gushes into the main ship and people will die. Same thing will happen if what happens, the ships cannot notice the icebergs in the floating in the sea. That's why ice sheets are very dangerous for moving ships. Coming to the climate and vegetation here, climate is extremely cold. Whole year you can find mostly snowfall here. Understand? And you cannot find any big trees. Only flowering plants like moses, lichens, all such trees grow here. Understand? And here cold waves are very common. Very cold winds are common here. Got what I said? Very cold winds are very common here. And you can get sunshine and heat only during 1 month or 2 months of summer, May and June. That's why those months people enjoy the sunlight here. So Greenland is often referred to as the land of midnight sun. Why? Because once the sun rises in the sky, he will not set at all for the whole day. All 24 hours you can see the sunshine in Greenland. That's why Greenland is called the land of midnight sun. Here uh, the temperature is below 0 degree. In minus you get. Summers are bright and cool, not hot like in India. Summers are bright and cool. Winters are very cold. Understand? Temperature is still, even in summer also, below 0 degree. In coastal areas, snow melts and short period and clears the land. So people can do summer can grow vegetables like potatoes and some fruits. People's life of the people here is very tough. You cannot find any good people here. Good in the sense cultured people. Here Eskimos, the main people are called Eskimos. They are flesh eaters. They are often called Inuits also. Eskimos call themselves Inuits. These Inuits are found in the Greenland. We can call them Eskimos. Eskimo meaning is flesh eater, so they don't like to be called themselves as Eskimos. These Eskimos live in igloos. The houses made up of ice blocks. What they do? They make a big circle on the surface of the ice. They dig it deep. Then they cut out the ice blocks. They put them one on the other like inverted bowl. Inverted bowl. Suppose you think this is a ball, ulta ball, like this round. Okay. Then they paste them together with snow and very small entrance they will have to igloo, and they don't leave any windows because cold waves will enter the house, and they will spread seal's skin as a carpet on the floor of the igloos, and they light the lamp of seal's oil here to keep their igloos warm and light. Then we will learn about remaining things tomorrow. So we learnt about life of the people. Then what do they use for hunting? What is their use? Work we will study tomorrow. Okay. Thank you for today.